Hello everybody, it's the Abstractionist. I'm here with Moon, Spring 2023. I will be using Deviant Moon Tarot and Astro Alignment deck. Alright, so I'm just going in order when it comes to the videos by just kind of seasonal, not seasonally, but by zodiac per month, I guess, and what planet it rules, or what rules that planet. So I started with Neptune, then I went to Mars, Venus, Mercury, and now we're at Moon. So the next one will be Sun. Yeah, let's get it. Just double checking. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, the Devil, Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck we have the Sun. So there could be a lot of joy and suspension. A lot of joy and suspension, a lot of joy in waiting, a lot of joy and preparation and building. I would say if you were someone who was in the energy of always waiting to do something, the people who had that habit with you also want you to wait. So you could be around a bunch of people who procrastinate a lot. I am a procrastinator. But I mean, I'm saying like you have friendships where like you wanted to do things. This person said they want to do stuff and then it's been like 8 years and you haven't done it. And there's a sense of familiarity and a kinship there that grew and developed, right? And you may have been in your life where this was the height of your life. This is the height of your experience procrastinating and not getting things done and having fun and blowing off steam and complaining about what you can't get done and complaining what you can't do. There was a sense of kinship and it was a lot of reward in that. It was a lot of reward, a lot of positive feedback loops when it comes to that because the people around you were like you. And so as you shift and you change, you'll find that you shake that up. The reward will still be the 10 of Pentacles, but it'll actually be like really rewarding. You'll have tangible things to show for your life as opposed to kind of always being in dreamland with this Hangman. And that may upset people. So you're entering a phase of maturity where doing things, so you could be like me going through a Saturn return. You could have a lot of Saturnian energy in your chart, even though this is a moon reading, meaning you have a lot of Capricorn energy in your chart. So, and this is just highlighting your more, I don't want to say subconscious, but I kind of feel like it's the first layer of you unlearning procrastination, unlearning kinship when it comes to very destructive tendencies, very stagnant tendencies, and finding people who are not that. Because once you shake it up, you know, the people that you leave behind may feel jilted, they may feel betrayed, they may feel like you just used me, and then when you went and got onto a better opportunity, you just ditched me. And it could bring out a lot of feelings of inadequacy or jealousy from other people. However, you didn't use those people. You were that person at that time. You've just moved on and become a different person. You know what I'm saying? So the shakeup will be that you really want to see something in your life happen. You really want to go for that job or that career. You want to go and get that house. You want to go and get that relationship. You want to actively work on it instead of putting it in whenever in the future. You want to have it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have a lot of clarity about that sort of life and what it has meant for you and what has been sacrificed in trying to, with that hangman and that devil, trying to persuade yourself that it was the right thing. So you may have Mercury, the Uranus transiting close to your Mercury as well. Meaning, because Uranus is in Taurus, you may have a Mercury in Taurus, and you're very financially focused, and your ideas on that could be shifting as well. High Priestess. For you, it's not so much of a shift. It's almost like the real you was very money focused. I'll say money hungry. Money focused and way more disciplined than people thought. And then it's just like a real big surprise when you kind of show up. With this Four of Swords, yeah, some of the relationships probably will end up kind of cooling off or dying. They probably will die. 10 of Wands. You may want to have one last, like, hurrah. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I had to move. So, let's lay this down and get this volume. I just didn't want this to shut off while this is happening. So, very different setup. So I have that. Okay. Okay. So, you are moving into a new phase of being, and you're trying to work on the things intrinsic to you that are going to grow your vision and what you want and what you mean and what you need. And there's just going to be people that get left behind, yes, but may feel like it was just a dream. Everything was just a dream, and it's the realization that they have not accomplished what they've wanted to accomplish. They have not done what they wanted to do. And it could just be a lot of resentment towards you for having done what you wanted to do. Like, you know, people make a lot of, I don't say promises, so to speak, but we do make a lot of, oh, when I become this age, I'm gonna have this, 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 and this. And then life happens and, you know, stuff, you know, distracts us and moves us forward. But what has happened is you decided to pull back into that real vision of what you wanted for your life. And some people stayed distracted and stayed disillusioned. And they may resent that you, with that Ace of Swords, gained the clarity to save yourself, so to speak. So you saved yourself from a life that would be unfulfilling to you, and people resent that. The Fool. Some of you had like previous like records or drug addictions, things like that, and people maybe were banking on you being, I guess, distracted by that. The Ace of Cups, the Moon, King of Wands, like very wrapped up in that world. You could have just had a not so savory life, so you could have been on the more taboo side of life, and people just thought you were going to stay there, right? They thought you were going to stay there. Like maybe you were like delinquent, maybe you like did juvie, maybe you like were into drugs, drug dealing, you were a stripper, you may have been out on the streets, and people put you in a box, and they really wanted you to play up that energy of what happens when that, like, those people age out of those sort of things, and then they can't find their way. And so you've kind of defied that, and people are mad about that. So you caught a second wind, and people don't know what to do, because it kind of shows that even the grimmest obstacles can be overcome. And if that's the case, especially if these people were in the same positions, like they, you know, they were on the streets or they sold illegal, you know, things, that they could turn it around, and they did not, and they resent that, and that's not your problem. So that is not your problem at all. So don't make it your problem. I would say stay away from from feeling regret and feeling like, oh, like I should hold myself back for these people. Absolutely not. Don't do it, because it's a trap, and the people you hold yourself for, they'll only resent you and seek to make you kind of the martyr of the situation, and the bad guy that is the reason for all of their struggles and pain. And so there's just no point. I need one at a time. This is not the kind of deck that does one at a time though, because it's a round shape, so it's kind of hard. So Taurus, yep, you might have some Taurus in your chart that's being aspected. Your moon could be in Taurus too. So this is stuff really intrinsic to you. Your MC. So you could have a Taurus MC, a Taurus IC, a Taurus second house, or your moon is in the second house. Doesn't have to be. I don't like pigeonholing people when it comes to stuff like that, which is basically what this reading is about, right? A retrograde, and then Sag. Sag energy wants to come out a lot. So, yeah. You just may have had, like, a lot of issues with the retrograde where you would go forward, you know, a few steps, and then, like, something happened and would take you back. And, like, it could be, like, take you back to the old person that you were, and you had to work on yourself. Like, if you were someone who grew up thinking that the only way you handle stuff was with yelling and screaming, or meeting outside, or you're gonna handle this like a certain kind of way, usually like violently, to kind of grow out of that. Some people feel some type of way. I hate saying that, but some people really feel like they am like, I can't bait her, or I can't bait him, or I can't, you know, get to them how I want to no more, or Like, look at them trying to start their little business. You know, I used to know them when they, when they were like always slumped over and they didn't know where they were. And, just people who just try to bring up shit. They just be like, please shut up. Just shut the fuck up. So that's what you're dealing with. A loss of a lot of people, a gaining a sense of direction again, a sense of clarity. And if it means these people gotta go and you kind of let them know in so many words with your actions, not necessarily with your words, that they gotta go, then so be it. And I feel like you shouldn't feel ashamed of that. And you shouldn't be ashamed of your progress, because it was something that was definitely needed. And you may have gotten through the disillusionment phase, but now you've got the clarity, so use it to your advantage. Okay, so thank you, Moon. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll talk to you later. Bye.